Alright, I'm never in my creative world, but I'm gonna try to free build some vehicles because I'm curious if I can. It looks like they have these. This is like one of their pre-built ones. It's definitely not bad. It's definitely heckin' cute. Built. There's the hauler. So I want to try driving it without a power cell in it, and then I want to put a power cell in it and just see what happens. So what's the difference between what I just did, having power cells in it? Go, 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 over the rock. Did I beach it already? I'm wondering if I wonder if just because it's in creative right now, it doesn't actually require doesn't require the power cell and it drives the same either way. That makes sense. Oh, alright, so you do lose parts pretty easy on cars if you hit things. Something happened if you hit a cow. I'm glad there's not animal collisions. This functions. This is functional. Obviously, it's their pre-built one. You're able to put, like, a bunch of chests on it. I wonder if it can affect, like, the weight of it. I look forward to going to, like, biomes and stuff. And being able to bring back materials. Without having to, like, you know, be limited to what you can fit in your inventory. It's gotta be, so, like, when you sit down, right? There's this one Y, B, and A buttons. Makes me wonder if it's like something to do with this. Here it is. Like, let's say I put a thruster on here. Now, there's no reason to have this, right? And sit down. Why be interesting? Wonder why. Now, when I hit A, that goes off. If I get rid of the switch, and I sit down. Mr. 100 vault space happiness level update, please. I'll fill them. Alright, so here's the thing. Hit A. Oh, you know what that means! I just realized what that means! Okay, so what this means, I think, is that if I were to... Where is this? So, say we do this. Say we do this big vehicle base, or actually I want a skinny, long skinny one for poops and giggles. Alright. So does this mean airships are very possible now? I was like wondering why there was these buttons, right? Medium driver's seat, large driver's seat. What's the difference? Just, they're the same? So that means if I did this, right? And I stuck a big arse balloon on here. Oh my god! These are the best things they've ever added! Okay, these jacks make it so that you can work on an airship and it doesn't take off when you're working it. You need a different driver's seat depending on how big your booty is. Makes sense. That checks out. Alright, so my question is... Oh, I'm so lost. If... Where's toys? I can tell I've spent a lot of time with the toys. Small thruster, large thruster. Maybe it's like per side. Maybe it's the text side and bottom, X, Y, and A. we'll stick one on top. Well, maybe not. This thing's just gonna take off, I'm pretty sure, when I do this. No, come back! Well. ET phone home. Have a good life, little thing. There's no way I'm gonna catch that. Alright! Do it again. You know what would be way smarter than what I just did? You know what would be way smarter than what I just did? Wait, did they add snap to the back? Let's just put ones on every side. I wonder if that's gonna mess with, like, the world. Alright, so if I sit Y, B, A. A is all. Wonder how you get them to register as different, maybe on different platforms? Wonder what the physics for this is. Maybe I'll put another dynamic thing. It's under toys. I'm never gonna get used to this. Okay, I will, but... Vehicle base. Does any of them have names? It'd be really cool if one was, like, named A, one was named B, and one was named C. Like, that would be quite pogalicious. Vehicle base. Vehicle base. Vehicle base. Like, another experiment. What if I put thruster on one of these? Alright. What about a non-dynamic platform? Still the same. But I gotta figure out how would E and A function. What would their logic be? Oh, look, I don't have that in the game. Garbage can, that's cool. They tell you how much I've played creative mode. I don't know about any of these things. What is that? Pomp and clutter gifts. Gifts from the Frostland. Oh, it tells you where they're from? What? Oh, there are some gifts from the Frostlands I don't have. Time to find some, like, epic humans or something. Oh, this will tell me that thing I wanted to know about. What is it? Thermal fish. Need to catch some thermal fish later for a lighting thing. Is there anything else I don't have in my creative world? Or my solo survival world? Everything's been discovered, like, organically in that, so I don't know if there's anything I'm missing. Washer, dryer, outdoor, ancient food cart. Oh. How do I get the ancient food cart? Oh, it's an encounter. Encounter? What is an encounter? I want to have an encounter. Maybe that's too much. Maybe you shouldn't ask for encounters in life. That sounds like a bad idea. Oh, these are encounters too. I wonder, what does that even mean? There are still things to discover in Legos. That's what I've determined. Is there anything else I don't recognize? The gifts of the grassland. Oh, I get my little Disney Pixar lamp someday. I have to do that. May you live in interesting times. Oh my goodness, that's funny. I think I have that. Yeah, I do. Do I have that? Log cabin bedroom. Yeah, I do. That's neat. I think I have all these. Maybe not the blue chair. Again, an encounter. I wonder what these encounters are. Maybe it's from like Dancing with the Stars. Oh, Dancing with the things. Okay, sorry. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. What about like? Oh, interesting. It doesn't like that. Why didn't it like that? You only do one vehicle base? Is that what it is? I was thinking like maybe small and medium would be different. Oh, it's still all A. What about... maybe it can control a wheel? What else could it control? Power cells. Could it like provide a boost? Maybe it can turn a wheel without turning it. What about, can we put a thruster on a wheel and like... Let me do it. Aw, he can't put a thruster on a wheel. Kinda cool if you could. It would be kinda really cool if you could. And like use that as like a thing. Y, B. I guess we could, the other thing we could look at is not this menu. Oh, I have to get out. I was like, why can't I build? It was because I was in the menu. Large power, medium powered. Okay, so what about powered wheels? Do they go when I hit the thing? Do they spin when I hit buttons? What about Y and B? Nothing. A is all, activates all. I want to know what Y and B are for. We can look through the menu some more. I just don't... Y, B, A... I don't know, man. I also don't see a difference of the power cell. What if it's attached to the power cell? Can the power cell be the determining factor? Ooh, I wonder if maybe the wrench can change what they're attached to. Oh, I figured it out! Oh, this is gonna be the best thing ever. Okay, you can tell it what channel it's a part of. That's what the wrench is for. Oh, you can actually have it multi-activate. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, that's way simpler than I thought. We can have airships now. Wow, okay, that's way simpler than I thought. I was like, well, what, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this other thing. Literally, just use the wrench. Alright, cool, let's make a simple ship. Oh. Want there to be 4 channels, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, right? Alright. So, let's Put less balloons on it this time. Put a chest on it first. Put a chest on it. Let's put some bumpers around it. I'm excited that they have, like, bumpers now. Too. Fenders, medium fender, large fender. Still, like, it's weird to me that they don't snap the stuff. I don't think I can get it to go on the side. Okay, whatever. You just do these, but I'm not, like, thrilled about them. More thrilled about these. Because they're made out of, like, that slightly more durable material. Eat. Nope. There we go. We could just use wheels like everybody used to. That takes 3 hits. What do wheels take? Oh, we could do this. We could just put like a powered wheel on it. Does it have more durability? Okay, both take 3 hits either way. What about these? Small simple wheel, large simple wheel. We'll leave the middle fenders. Oh, wait, what? There we go. Good enough. We could, oh my gosh, we could have a thing that both flies and drives. Like, we could put fenders on the bottom. Have it be like a fly or drive vehicle, I guess. Great. There's my bumpers for those who are challenged at driving. And then need some boosty thrusty things. Hello, Paladin! Keep forgetting where the menu things are. This is why we're testing this in creative, is because I go through all of our materials. All of them. Trying to figure this out. Literally all. I don't love the look of this yet, okay? Don't judge me. Where do they put the... Okay, there's the thrusters. It's a spaceship! Don't judge me, okay? There's not 8,000. Alright. That's it. Y and A are gonna be my turns, so B is gonna be my boost. B for boost, that would make sense. B for boost. So all these want to be B. Channel... What? Why? Why did they name them channel 1, 2, and 3 here, right? Oh, because it doesn't... Okay, never mind. Because not everybody plays on controller. 1 is Y, 2 is B. 2 is B, 2 is B, 2 is B. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind, something, something, something. Whatever. B. 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 Oh, I wonder too. B. B. Okay, I got over it in like 0.2 seconds. I'm not that dramatic. Okay, maybe I am, but... Maybe we'll put the things here. I don't know. I'm not really sure what we're doing. And then some big old boosty thruster things. Hello? There we go. Supporting piece. Oh, you need a supporting piece. It's gonna be hard for me to make a very sexy vehicle. But this, alright, this one is gonna be... A is going to be 3. So this is 3 and this is, the other one's 1. So this is 3, oh, it was already 3. And this is 1. And then we need balloons. Balloons, balloons, balloons. Do I dare put a large balloon on it? Because last time I disappeared from the universe. I'd like to achieve equilibrium. Okay, thanks. Come on, let me place the balloon. It's a little too much floating. I just want to hover. Oh god. Please don't break. Thank you. Probably more weight on the back, so let's put a few more on the back than the front. Every time I hop to chat, I want to think more than that. It's midday for you over there. I mean, happy time zone to you. You guys think it's smart to fly a spaceship in a thunderstorm? In a lightning storm? Alright, it's almost equilibrium. Alright, we need... Okay, it's pretty much equilibrium. Oh, come back here! Alright, we need to put a small thruster on the bottom front. Keep our nose up. So help me goodness if I make this vehicle and the universe decides to blow me up as I'm figuring this out. Hovercraft trying. Is it channel 2, was it? Alright. This was a great idea. I'm very much enjoying this. Hey, it worked out! Let's see you guys do a flip that good. Alright, today I learned, whilst building hovercraft, thou shalt balance thy build. That would make sense. Oh. Come on. Over there. One over there. Maybe one in the back? Those all need to be set to B. Or 2. Alright. I mean, it's still at equilibrium, so that's nice. This is, fun. So it needs bigger front boosts to keep it from, because it's back heavy. Oh, there's my other vehicle, I found it. I guess it maybe hit world ceiling or something. Maybe we just need a lot of little ones. I'm sure there's way more efficient ways to build this. But it's my first time at playing with any of this stuff. I'm surprised it's still like at equilibrium, like it's not going up or down. Survey says. Oh, I forgot to put them all on B. That's what it says. Yeah! Woo!
Relax!
See!
I'll
How was
admit,
your stream, friend?
didn't expect this. I love it.
Alright. Can't see. There we go. This one. This one. This one. And this one. Alright. Now we shall see. Oh! Woo! Yeah! Vomit Craft has officially embarked. I mean, this is super cool. Oh. 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 Alright. Back to where I was. Alright. What a successful voyage. Oh, Awful. Alright. Park it by this tree. So, now we had too much front lift. We'll try it again. Sit down. Hit Y for a second. Alright. B. Oh, 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 oh god. Wrong one. Wrong one. Alright, there we go. Oh, no, no, no. Alright. I don't have a way to back up, that's the problem. Woohoo! Oh, now we're just... Now we're drifting! Drifting sideways! Oh god. Oh man. Other than that, it's a pretty cool vehicle, I would say. Oh man. Alright. Let's go with, or just get stuck underneath the car. Well, less propulsion. Might help. I wanted to go fast, but I think I went too fast. Alright. Oh, I gotta remember which buttons to press. Alright, I did reset the direction I wanted to go. I mean, it works. I don't know if it works well. Wrong one. It's a trick bike, that's what it is. Not that I'm getting anywhere efficiently in any way, shape, or form. I was hoping to, like, stop on that tree. Okay. How do we... When we hit B, it still does a flip. So maybe we just need a counter weight thing. A counter thruster. Like in the dead center, keeping us from floating off. Channeled to B. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. I didn't mean to hit that either. Oh god, I really didn't mean to hit that. Wait, why did it get heavier when I broke something? I'm so confused by that. What about two if we put this more front ways? We'll put it here again. It's not fitting anywhere else. Alright, I need to bumper over to this. And hit this. That one's on that channel, so this one needs to be on bottom channel. Oh, it is. Okay, sweet. This one needs to be on B. Alright, how about now? Now can I hit B and not? Alright. Not quite. I could just spam it. It's still a little front heavy, so maybe that thing just needs to be a little further front. Or I could get rid of some of the ones on the bottom, but... And let's set these to B in a second. I want to sit. I didn't want to hit that either. Alright, channel 2. Oh, too much front boost now. Dude, balancing this car is something. I feel like it only needs 2 on the bottom, but I can't quite get to the bottom of my car right now. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no! Let me out! Well, I guess that was the answer. Oh, no, that wasn't the answer I need. Wait, did I actually already set that to channel 2? No, I was doing... Oh, I accidentally did the one underneath. Okay. Wait, now it's too much from the back? Does it auto flip back over? Oh, that's nice. Keep throwing these. I played a tiny bit of Stardew Valley with Kenji, and now I'm hitting all the Stardew Valley buttons every time I try to play. Alright, there's that. Here's this. Does that make it so I can't get in my chair, though? Yeah. Wait here. Good news is, it looks like when I go back to survival world, if I can't figure out where to place the thrusters, at least I get the materials back from thrusters. I don't know what you don't get materials back from in this game, but I know there was some things that didn't give you materials back. Unless they changed that. I didn't read all the update stuff. I don't want to... Oh my god. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons, and I would like to turn this off. Alright. This... I'm gonna set on channel 2. This... Also want to sit on channel 2. And I would like to sit in my chair. That's too much downward on the front. Okay. And then naturally, was it too much downward on the front? Am I just doing this backwards every time? No, it needs something on the front, because it does that immediately. Or... you could, for poops and giggles... What am I... Oh, it's under vehicles. Okay. You give herself, like... an open cabin. Is that centered? I can't tell. Oh, balls! The flippin' wind keeps, like... slamming doors and moving stuff downstairs. And the loud slammy sounds scare the bejeezers out of me. Their object is in the way. You're an object. Alright, what if I put the thruster on this? It'll be more centered then. Might be all it needs. It to be more centered. I'm not trying to sit, I'm trying to fix it. It's kind of cute, the little lid on it, not gonna lie. This is a pretty ugly car, I don't even know why I say cute, but the idea that it has head protection, I guess, is kind of cute. Alright, now it's too much lift from the front now. Oh, the back is too much? Back is still too much? Oh, we just broke the thing on the top. I don't know if I mind the flips. Since now we have chairs in this game that keep us on our vehicles. I don't know if I mind the flips. I would like to accomplish having a vehicle that's like actually sky drivable. Rather than this. Like I said though, it's nice that it returns to like neutral every time. Yeah! We're going places, we're doing things. Can I park it in a tree? I can work underneath it. Can I park its... Mission accomplished. Parked in a tree. Normally would never be the goal of operating a vehicle to park it in the tree, but... let's try that. Was it kinda, did we kinda do it? Oh. Oh! Oh! I have a way better idea. Okay. All of those are channeled to B. You could have ascent and descent by... Oops, I didn't mean to break that one. Does it still work? Hold on first. So if we channel... Instead of having a forward boost, a side boost, and a side boost, we should just have the forward boost also tied to front and back, or side to side, because then you could use a final one for height. Yeah, we'll have to put that back thruster back on. For sure. Okay, hold on. I have work to do. Large thruster. Right there. And then what I was trying to do. Keep forgetting to switch to the wrench before I smack it. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do instead. We're gonna put all of the thrusters on left and right, because that's less buttons to manage whilst flying. And then we can have like a descent or an ascent button if we need to go up or down. Right, so on the bottom of the thing we have ascent. So now, if I hit B, B is just for height. Oh. And then this is for flying. This is a lot more workable, I feel like. However, I made one grave mistake when programming my buttons. I should have these on the opposite that I have them on, because on my controller, these are, I was like, oh, I'll use the button that I want to turn the direction of. I need it to be the opposite of the button that I want to turn the direction of, because you're boosting like the opposite, if that makes sense. You're surprised what was on your lawn and drive when you came home yesterday? All I can think of is that you had a really cute cat just chilling. Alright. No, you wish. Alright. If I hit both, I should be going forward. I'm not currently. It's because, oh, it's because my thrusters are just off. They have to be even in order for that to work. Okay, do you see how like one is farther forward than the other? Which means I just need to fix that. Then if I hit both, I should be flying straight. Are they now even? I think they're even now. So this one... No! 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 I need that! I keep thinking I have the wrench out, but then I have the pickaxe out. Friends, remember to look before you slap. Think you're slapping a wrench. Wait. Confused. Did I lose a balloon on the other side at one point? Alright. Bumper, bumper. This one is 3. This one is 3. So I need... that one to be 3, and oop, and the other one to be pink. This needs to be pink, whatever this is. Cool. I think I figured it out. When you drove down the driveway, there was markers. So they're checking. Oh, where they could put them in. Oh, like fiber. I was like, look, I played some. What is it called? Hitting all the wrong buttons. I played some... Stuck? Doing great right now. Oh my god. This is exhilarating. I'm so good at the game. Okay. Did I screw something up? so confused right now. I was playing some Stardew Valley with my husband. We've never played it before. And, I think I want to move the things. So when you said fiber, I was imagining... I was imagining plant fire in Stardew, and I was like, wait, fiber. So bad. Brain cells, come on. Maybe we want to move these forward. Should have really just started with the biggest platform. An airship. I guess I can do that, because then I can just snap to it. Since I'm not on like a XY plane right now. My character's probably in the way. Another object is in the way. The whole area is objectable? I wasn't expecting the whole area to be a turd. Idea. I keep doing the wrong things. Okay, all of this. Platform bumper. Vehicle base. Vehicle base. Vehicle base. Are these some of these taller than others? Just need a little one. Ain't too fancy. There. There. I'm gonna move up the turning thrusters a little bit. See if it makes a difference. I feel like I would need ear protection if this was... Oh, what did I break? I keep thinking that I get my, wrench out, and then I realize I have not, in fact, gotten my wrench out. Alright. So, blue and pink. Blue. Pink. I forgot what to turn off. Oh, hiccups. Go up a bit. And up a bit. And then this way. This way. This way. This way. This way. I mean, I guess it was good to get stuck in a forest because it's forcing me to, like, hash this out a little bit more. I'm not trying to hit the uppy boost. Oh, I know I should change where the thruster is on my bottom bit. Okay. Up. Forward. I mean, we're making progress. We're getting out of the forest slowly. And we're stuck. We're not quite getting out of the forest yet. Alright, I want to turn this way. I think maybe Maybe I need to also key the bottom ones to the forward thrust as well. Can I get this to hover? Not quite hover. Oh, I have an extra piece. Shame. Okay. Maybe it should be hovering already. Alright, are we just above hovering? We are. Sweet. This is why we can't have nice things.
Wow.
Welcome to League of, or well, thank you for the 2 months of support. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my god, I can read. I can't read. How are you? Alright, I'm kind of thinking that maybe we just put all of the bottom ones on all 3 things. Maybe we need to, well then we'd go up so high in the air. Maybe not. Maybe just a small boost? One in like the dead center? Alright, I think what we need to do, is we need to 4 corners this. Small thrusters. So we can get like a hopefully even lift. When we decide we would like height. Then I need a bumper. I need to put these on B. And then I think what we need to do is in the dead center, hopefully this is dead center, I think we need to put a thruster that goes on the opposite channels. And hopefully this works out, but it probably is going to work horrible. So up. This is just general lift. It is working better for like general height. Have 4 corners. And then we shall go forward. This is a little better. Something's uneven because it should be a little different than that. Oops. We're gonna do a 360. Go the opposite of what we want to do. This is doing better than we were. This is the most controlled we've had of a flight thus far. So it is still a little wonky. Because of what? Is that off-center? But it's pretty centered. There's something weight-wise that is making it... Probably the front bumper. Being not quite centered. Is that now centered? Those look in the same spot, those look in the same spot. Balloons are just slightly off-center. Do you think the balloons can actually affect it? I mean, this is working pretty good so far. Alright, let's go up. We'll go up a little bit more. I think it's the, oops. I think it's the under thrusters that are off center. almost feel like I should put a reverse on the up. You can always go forward. I wonder if I should put a reverse thruster on the front. I have to sneeze. So that we can have just a little bit of forward to backward. Those look centered. There it is, right there. It's that back thruster is slightly off from the front one. And I think that's what's making it so that we don't quite drift right or left, or we drift all different ways rather than completely even. Alright. Trying to land in a tree so I can work on it. Am I gonna land in a tree? Almost. Oh, that was way too much boost. Oh, I don't want to land in a lake. Anything but a lake. Lake is the death of vehicles. Alright. I think I will be landing in a tree shortly. Maybe not. Oh, I might have overburned. Not a rocket scientist. Maybe I can just land on the hill. Wait, why is that one still on? Oh well. I mean, my younger brother's literally a rocket scientist, so yeah, basically. He has made many a rockets. Need his help. Alright. Are we perched? Are we gonna fall out of the tree? I think we're gonna fall out of the tree. That was your joke? Oh yeah. So, I saw on the internet today I've never seen this, but the clip of the guy who used his phone a friend on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire to call his dad, just to tell his dad, I'm about to win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Like, he's like, oh, I don't actually need any help, Dad. I just wanted to let you know that I'm about to win $1 million, and I've never seen that one. It's very interesting to see. Oh, and then he like literally, and then somebody said, one of the comments was like, yeah, that guy perfectly produced his own moment, because before he hung up the phone, said, I don't need to know it because I know that I don't need your help because I know it's like the whatever final answer, so that like, somebody's like, yeah, the guy literally fit his answer into the phone call so they couldn't milk the TV show for one more commercial break. We're like, that guy knew what he was doing. Alright, this is what I need to fix. Right here. Like, he perfectly fit in the, like... his answer into like his sentence, so they couldn't, like, there was no way they could cut it to commercial break because he like worked it into what he was saying. All right. I gotta remember where I had these all channeled. This is the one that I decided would be channeled to A and B. Then this one, these are all channeled to 2. Alright, I'm hoping that puts me balanced. If that puts me balanced, then this should fly a little bit more smooth. Good. I'm wanting to, when I hit B, to just neutrally fly up rather than turn, and I think that's accomplished now. Except for I'm still turning, and I burn all thrusters at the same time. So I need to figure out if that's because of where the balloon placement is. Balloon placement is uneven. We can work on balloon placement. Hello, Russian blue cat. It's good to see you. We had a nice sleep. Hope that your weekend driving went well. Why can't I... Okay, so this bothers me that it says another object is in the way. Oh, wait, no, okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Why can't I place that there? Oh, is it because of the wheel? The wheels aren't centered. Maybe if I center the wheels? And, oh god, please don't fly off my little experiment. Okay, those are even. These are not even. I think what I'm learning here is for optimal flight everything, make sure your stuff is centered. Redonkulously centered. Oh, it was only 7 hours. Look, some people don't like even the 7-hour drivings. Alright, so if I put that one on 4, can I put this one on 4? Atlanta, ooh, ew. 22 hours in it versus 7 hours is a big difference. 11, 12, okay. And then I think I like, do we like the look of the curve balloons? The straight is better. I'm trying not to hit the base of the build. I don't know how many hits the base of the build takes. But if I remember correctly, you hit the base of the build, everything deletes itself. Like, the whole build deletes itself. I don't know if they changed that. They could have changed that. Alright. Did we replace any thrusters? I don't think we did. Alright, we are going straight up. No deviation from the flight plan. Need to disengage those thrusters. And let's work on our turning. Fortunately, keying in the back thrusters to the side thrusters, if you hit them at the same time, it cancels one and not the other. That's the only, like, downfall of it, I feel like. Might change the bottom thrusters to bigger thrusters so we can gain height faster if wanted. It is a little off-center. I think I need to change where the bottom thruster is just slightly. If I wanted to not wiggle a little bit. Oh, and there we go. That's a mistake. I need to disengage my other turn before engaging my other turn if I would like to fully have control of the vehicle. Alright, where do we want to go? Let's make it a goal. Go back north. So that'd be turning this way. And then, what do you mean? Okay, so what is causing twirl now, rather than forward flight? Not 100% sure. Do we see anything off center? You ever just take your face and smash it into a mountainside for fun? North, here we go. Again, I don't understand why we're accomplishing a twirly burn rather than a forward burn. What we might have to do is just oop, oop, oop. What's your favorite pastime? Cheese grating your face against a mountainside? Like this? Just gonna have to wait till the burn is over. Wait, maybe not. Okay. Shoot, I forgot to disengage. Oh man. Oh man. Alright. Trying. I get north eventually. Oh, nope, I did it again. I feel like I just have to master the duration of my burn. I think part of it's going to be actually adding maybe more thrust to the back. It's up. I'm sure somebody's achieved perfect thrust in this game, like able to fully control their vehicle to all their heart's content. My goal here is to try to make a vehicle that can get between my frostlands and my sand biome in less time than I can walk there. And then with storage. No, we did accomplish getting to where I said I wanted to get to. Got north. I mean, it's viable. Perfect, no. Viable, yes. Nice car you got there? Thanks, I'm trying. Got my propulsion to keep me in the air. I've got basic turning. Basic forward propulsion, except for I feel like it turns way harder one way than the other when I hit it. Oh, I did it again. I forgot to cancel my previous burn before the next burn. This vehicle works, this having set the channels the way I did, works really well. The other thing I could maybe do I could change the back thrusters to be... Oh, I have an idea. Okay. Here's how we accomplish not screwing up. We do still use 4 thrusters. But what we do is we change 2 of them to be 1 channel. We change the other 2 to be the other channel, so that we still accomplish forward propulsion constantly, even forward propulsion, but we don't cancel... because having multiple tied to the same button, we end up turning off one set. Okay, hold on. We'd have to probably figure this out a little bit better, but the idea is if we hit all the buttons, we should go straight. Not right now, because I think we still have momentum in other directions. You want one? Oh, that was my elevator idea I was making at one point. Yeah, that didn't work out, by the way. Right. So, we have forward. I hit all the buttons. We have a turn. We have forward. We have to stop our momentum. Forward if I hit both. A little wonky. Okay, there's that one. There's this one. So if you look, here's what I'm trying to do. Trying to make it so that when I hit 1 turn button, 2 back thrusters and a turn go on, right? And if I hit the other turn, I still have 2 back thrusters and a turn. And then if all of them are going, then I have... I think that would be better. I think that's way more controllable. It's way more controllable. Because then you don't ever accidentally turn off your burners. I think this should work. This is way easier. You can kind of, oops, course correct, whoops. I just have to remember which one to press. Wait, you made a flying jet car? Yes, I'm trying. I would rather fly than drive, because if you accidentally land your vehicle, your driving vehicle, in water in this game, it's just like GG. Like, you can't even recover the parts because they're underwater. Alright, where's our goal? Our goal is to go back to the mountain over there. We're gonna turn. Course correct just a little bit. Oops. Then we're gonna, as soon as we kind of stop our momentum drifting, we're gonna burn. Oh, we still have a little bit. Oh, I think it's because I hit them not quite at the same time. Alright, I don't see... what I'm trying to do is accomplish turning it and be flat on to where I want to go, and then hit both at the same time and see if it takes me straight. Which it is. So I feel like I have accomplished pretty solid design already. If I can truly point it in the direction I want to go. Little burns, and then... But then... I just have to be careful of making sure I don't have any residual, non-like, flat... Oh, what if... Okay. I think I can figure that out. Okay, so if we turn... So let's go to aim for south. Directly south. And then if we hit the bottom thrusters, that should even us out to go forward. So we make our micro adjustments to our direction. We use the bottom thrusters to level out the vehicle, and then we burn both at the same time, and we'll get... Oh, no, maybe not. Slightly more... Straight burn? Maybe? Let's get some height. We are going to align southeast. Alright, we are mostly aligned southeast. Let's do a burn from the bottom to get rid of our tilt. And then let's do both burns at the same time and see if we get straight. We're still... We must have something that's weighted off-center for us to smash both burns at the same time and be turning constantly. I just don't know what weight-wise is off-center. Not 100% sure. Are those on the same? Those are on the same spot. Those are on the same spot. You know what it might be? It might be those fenders right there. It literally might be the weight of the fenders that is making a slight difference. Kind of like them, so I kind of want to keep them. Not that they've done... I don't think they've done anything for the build. But I think maybe if... Oh, oops. It could literally just be the weight of having two of the same fender on. How, like, the thick part of the fender... I mean, I guess they have taken damage, so... Now there's thick part of fender on outside, thick part of fender on outside. Let's go up. I think that all looks centered, too. Our goal is facing south. Burn for south. Little correction burn. A little collection burn. Let's go up. Try to even out the tilt of the car. And let's see if we can get a straight burn. Not quite perfect. Still drifting a little bit. I have screwed up. Alright. I like how my character is just like straight up smiling. I want to know how I get like a perfect straight burn whilst having the turning too. Wish we could have one more button. If we had one more button, I would have a way. See, it's still turning. It must be heavier on the right side. Is it always favor the right? I mean, I can just do this, where we like kind of wobble our way to places. I feel like I got a couple good... Oh god, I accidentally hit the wrong buttons. The rear is even. I guess the other thing I could... Oh, I have an idea. Oh, I know exactly what to do. Hold on. I think I know what to do in order to make it a truly balanced thrust. So I think the problem, as you're saying, the back burners, if I put one more up top here in the center, right? And I key this one to be... maybe? Both channels. This is gonna totally throw off the weight of the whole vehicle, but we're gonna go with it. And then what's the bottom channel? 3. This is probably gonna go very poorly. We just totally changed the weight of the ship. I can't see anymore! What a big... That might get us a more even burn. I feel like that's honestly a more even burn. That's it, that's it. I just had to balance, put the center thruster as both. And like when we're turning, we burn the outsides. That makes sense? That would be... This is probably the most even thruster burn we're gonna achieve. Look at that. Tim, you're so smart. It's not necessarily too much rear thrust. It was uneven rear thrust. Because what was happening is since we had the middle one, without the top one, we had the middle one keyed to both. The middle one, so like if I do this, and then I do this, and then do you see sometimes, if I can get it to do it again? Here we go. Sometimes we'll have just the middle one on, or just the middle one off because of canceling thrusters. So what we had to do is we had to give each turn thruster... Turn that off. Oh God. We had to give each turn thruster 2 of its own balanced boosts, right? And one non-balanced boost, if that makes sense. Or I mean, we could get rid of the middle thruster altogether; it would still work. But that's a solid turnable car. We're gonna go south again. Cancel that burn for a second, and here we go. Oh, this is so smooth so far. This is it. This is the way. I just have to find a way to make one look sexy. Oop. Oh God. Make sure I hit the right buttons. Height. Direction. Zach! Welcome to League of Generally Awesome People. Look forward to seeing you around. Although we are now wobbling again. Might just be from a lack of stabilizing before punching it. Also, I think that now that we've added more weight to the back, we're gonna have to change where the bottom thruster is in order to not make it affect the I think it has to go forward, it looks like. We're dipping down a little bit, so I think the bottom thruster needs to go forward. Yeah. So you see, I have one thruster key to go off when the turning happens. But now that we've added more weight to the back, I think that one has to go forward a bit in order to get rid of the wobble. Alright, can we land this in a tree? Keep forgetting what buttons to push. Alright, mission accomplished. Landed in a tree. So I think that thruster now needs to go forward off the center. No! I knew it was gonna happen eventually! Oh my gosh. Can we actually add a flag to this? Rest in peace, my beautiful vehicle. What should we do? Vehicle 1. What do we do? What's the we'll give it a flag. We'll give it a heads. No, yeah, we'll give it a flag. And you were a good heckin' vehicle. Should we make it have a gravestone too? I mean, it basically is a gravestone. Split. There you go. This is the face of a sad vehicle with poop for a nose. Hey, I leveled up! Woo! It's got its own little flag for remembrance. So that's my only sadness with vehicles, is that if you bump the base, it is insta-dead. But we learned a lot. Here's what we learned. Is the back thrusters, if we would like to key the back thrusters to also have forward momentum, you should make like a plus shape and have like the two outer ones keyed to one thrust and the two up and down ones keyed to one thrust. And if you want, you can have the middle one keyed to both, but you technically don't need the middle one. So you just want to make even thrust. You can accomplish the same thing by making two full rows of thrusters and having, well, no, because if you did the whole top row one and the whole bottom row the other, what you'd end up doing is having like an extreme wobble going off. So I think that the plus sign back is a very good back thruster if you're wanting to make it so that your 1 and 2 controls also provide forward momentum. Because the reason I switched it to that rather than having forward momentum be one button and then left and right be the other is because I wanted to have control over height. And to have control over height, I needed to be able to like maybe use the B button or whatever, the last control, because we only get 3 controls. I needed the last control to be one that gave height. So I'm content with this. I might come up with more designs in a little bit, but right now I really need to go to the bathroom, so I will be back in just a second. Alright, back, and the good news is we're in a big open field, so that's actually really nice for making stuff. I feel like we need to go dance with these people though, real quick, even though it's creative mode. I feel like they deserve a little love and attention, because I have not seen a rainbow in a hot minute. I was trying to play music with y'all! I scared them away. Alright. I try to participate, and I'm just so awkward that everybody leaves. Where do we want to build this? Right here. This looks like a good spot to build something. All right. Let us try a giant flying vehicle this time. So let's stick this thing down. Let's get the biggest thing they allow. 20 by 20 by 2? 20 by 16 by 2. Do we want to be a square? Are squares cool? Do people like squares? Can we do 2 squares? Is that allowed? We can. Ooh. How big of a ship should we make? What do you guys feel like is the right size airship? We just put like everything on it. We like basically build a whole house and fly a house. Oh my god! You could have a flyable, like the movie Up house. This game now. I have a feeling. Oh my god, Ryger! We're on the same page. Ha! Get wrecked. Does this look like the right size for like a full up airship? Here's the thing, I kind of want to make the bottom out of something that takes more than one hit with this axe. There's one hit. That's one hit. But I also think that if I do that, it's going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, maybe we'll just do it anyways. Okay, so this will be for experimental purposes. We're going to line the bottom with ancient flooring. Those are big. Just so that if I'm working on the bottom thrusters, I don't screw it up again. Ah! I don't want to talk about it. I do not want to talk about it. You want to talk about it? Fine, talk about it. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Ooh, bah, bah. Okay, whatever. Is that a song or something like that? I think I remember it is. Come on. Snap to it, please. Please, snappy, snappy. Oh, it auto-snapped. Yeah, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Ooh, and I think it's baby after that. I think that's a song. Quick, somebody look it up. Figure out what popped in my head randomly. Alright, so here's the idea. I don't put it any further out than... Okay, that's a little off-center or whatever. Like... Oh, that's really gonna bother me. Do we care? No, it's gonna be off-center. It's gonna be not balanced then. I care a lot that I just screwed that up again. That's why we can't have nice things. This is why we cannot have nice things. So I think what we're going to end up doing today is coming up with, like, the airship, if that makes sense. If we were to bring an airship to... Get here. Monkey Town? That sounds about right. So this is the only downfall of the plan that I had. Make the bottom more durable. Because I have to sit here and destroy it all afterwards. Oh, but this is also maybe the advantage of building a multi-foundation build? Yeah, that would be Funky Town. I can hear it in my head. Would you take me to Funky Town? Would you take me to Funky Town? Grand! I appreciate it. Look, my brain can only remember small clips of any song that I've ever heard, and always out of order. Never in order. Always out of order. Songs in my head. Well, does this work? The bigger pieces now that I decided I wanted it. Maybe, hold on. I could do it like that, with maybe this in the middle. That'll work way better. That's way faster to make. You guys think I can build an airship this big? You think it's possible? Sure it's possible. Anything is possible. Just a matter of how stubborn you are. Look! I kind of want it to turn into the Star Destroyer, honestly. So here's the thing. What would you want from the machines? What would you want to take with you on the ultimate ship of shipness? Knowing that if you end up in a full spin and face planting into a mountain, it will probably break the whole thing. I think we would want a crafting table. I feel like maybe there. We can use the back for thrusters. And we'll fully upgrade it. Because we're gonna have to balance this thing. Giant orb. A giant death orb. Oh my gosh. Then, oh god, that thing's huge when it's fully upgraded. In the effort of balance, we'll place this down behind it. Dead center. If we'd like to enchant any of our tools, we can. I feel like it's too close. This is going to be the exploration airship, is what this will be. I doubt it's going to work, but maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe this way for this part, I don't know. I like that. I wonder if all chests weigh the same in this game. Like if they technically have the same weight. Then we'll do this. And I have this really dumb idea. Like, going in here. Oh, that'd be hilarious if it was based on contents. Then you'd have to be like the greatest load balancer on the face of the planet. I have another stupid idea. Like, if we put the fenders over the chests, that technically stop them from getting hit if we facepalm the planet. Do you know what I mean? Like, would that, if we start facepalming a mountain, does that stop them from getting damaged? So could you imagine doing a little facepalm flip that I was doing earlier against the mountainside, and like all of the contents of your chest just dumping over the mountainside? Because I can imagine that happening. My goodness. Inventory, please. Drop. Do 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 do. Wish there was a setting in creative mode where no materials dropped. Kind of think we might need one more fender. I'm in danger! Well, are we able to walk up to these pretty easily and open them? And we have the essence table, we have this, we have that. Interesting. Okay, it can go on here. It's just taking its sweet time to go on here. I don't know if these are needed, but I would hate to facepalm a mountain, this ship, and then lose all chest contents. Sure they— oh, I was gonna question if I break this, how much stuff breaks? Chests do. I wonder if I should have added flooring to this whole top part of the build too. That is not the right size. Nope, that is not the right size still. Here it is. Ah, balls! I gotta put the chest back down. Okay. So we can have nice things, because I went on to experiment with other stuff. Squats! Do those in a minute. Got us. Alright. I think we should probably put fender over the back end of this. But we'll have to boost it up just a little bit to reach over this one. Or we could probably just boost it up with a little piece of strip of foundation or whatever. Alright, so that should keep everything except for this safe. I don't know if I care about keeping this safe, but we can maybe build in the thrusters in a minute. Do we add just like chests, or do we think that machines would be more useful when going place to place? Like a metal smelter, maybe? Wood processor? I mean, compost bin. I don't know what would be the most... Like, what would be the most important thing to take with you? Probably just the tool bench and the enchanter. Then we could technically go home to anything else. Could do one of every machine. That would be difficult to balance. Well, we do need to change lumber into rods for particular tools. So that would make sense. And I just don't know any way to balance it other than to put 2 down. And I could do metal smelter or something and call that a day. And that would be it. We'll just take, like, maybe the essential things with us. Then... call those, like, the survival essentials. You can store stuff, you can change your wood into other things, and then you could maybe do the metal. Then... we have all this room on either side, too. Maybe more chests? You guys think this is gonna work out? Do you think it's gonna be the worst thing ever? Where's that long vehicle piece? Here it is. Yes, it's gonna work. You believe in the heart of the cards? Oh. That didn't work. Have a good stream or don't. I'm not your legal guardian. Have a fantastic rest of your day if you want. I'm not your legal guardian either. Thank you for hanging out, Accelerator. Is that... it's gonna always be pushable. Okay, noted. So... then you use... that was because that was a dynamic foundation, right? I don't want a dynamic foundation. I want a vehicle piece. So I need vehicle base. Is that what I've been using? Okay, I use vehicle... okay, so vehicle bases stick to each other. Dynamic foundations stay dynamic as all get up. Noted. The only problem I'm going to run into, what I'm realizing now, is if I am in my normal world and don't have access to some of these pieces, that's going to be the most unfortunate part. I wonder if you can repair these things. That would be really cool. Oh, I didn't mean to hit it the second time. Did I just hear a person at me? Did you guys hear that? I swear I heard something. Is there a person in the house? There are no people here. Here's what I wanted to know. It would be cool if you could use the wrench to repair vehicles. That's what I think would be really neat. Platform bumper. Made out of wood. Seems like a waste. Any of these bumpers made out of... I think that's what you just determined earlier, is that none of the bumpers are made out of anything. We'll just use wheels again. Alright, let's get normal wheels. Large, simple wheel. Start with that. Oop. Oop. We probably need more. I'm hearing some weird things over there. What? Oh, it's a loot llama. You make some strange noises, little llama. He says, "Ah," back to that. I don't know if the tires are the right way to do this, but the last vehicle did really good with tires, so I think we're just gonna live with tires. Oh, I didn't think about the front to back balance. Oh yeah, because there's gonna be lots of, okay, we're good though, because we're gonna have lots of, there's gonna be lots of, thrusters on the back, so I think it'll balance. Dead center? Yeah, we'll do dead center for that. Alright, we have kind of bumper things. I'm so nervous. Thrusters. Bottom thrusters. We determined we wanted 4 bottom thrusters last time. Do we want large this time? The small didn't break when we hit things, which was nice. I feel like we'll need a little bit more lift than that. And all of those centered. This one is not. Using the wheels that I just placed as like guides of where the centerpieces are. I think that. Do you think that's enough thrust to get it off the ground? All right, let's key those now to channel 2. I am 100% sure there is someone out there that has literally figured out, like, the weight of every, like, vehicle part or something. You know what I mean? There's gotta be somebody who can, like, math the builds. Do you know what I mean? Alright, those are all keyed to B. We'll use small thrusters to deal with the, if we end up having it. If we end up having it, I wonder if somebody web-based builder with that info too. Oh my, that'd be so cool. Alright, so now we have to work on our thrust. I feel like the middle one should be built with this because I feel like that'd be funny. Maybe not. Use more vehicle base for this, I guess. I don't know. Why not? This. Okay, so that's just slightly longer. I used these last time. I might use these bigger ones. Well, no, we'll just use this. Do that. Ba-dum bum bum. Dee-ba-dee-dee-dee. I think we're gonna need more thrust than last time, to be honest, because this is a big honkin' vehicle. We'll need some lights on it too at some point. We'll have to put it on this one first, because I think the lowest we're going to do is here. I'm going to have to think really hard about the channels for these in order to not end up having it not work out. Thinking. Could double the array of what I did last time. If what? What does that require? At least now, since we have the seats in the game, we don't go flying off the ship when we screw up. We're just gonna build this out the rest of the way, and we'll play with the thrusters. So we do that. So I think I want the thrusters to be up one higher. Come on, there we go. Alright, large thruster. Let's start with one here. Maybe. I feel like that would work out best. Don't ask me why, it's just a feeling. Right. Probably gonna be too heavy on back if I keep going higher. We'll eliminate stuff as we don't need it. As there's like a graveyard of explosives on the ground. This is totally safe. Definitely no safety complaints here. Alright, I feel like we could do a controlled burn with this. So these 4 in this square would be for one side, and then these 4 would be for the other, and the middle is for either. Doesn't matter which. So what don't we need now? Living my best. What did you call it, Tim? Cluster thrusters or something like that, Life? Alright, that looks usable. And that gives us more room for other stuff too. The only thing I see going incredibly wrong is we can go through here. That's kind of cool. When that pushes, it's gonna tilt us up really quickly, I think, right? Maybe one of the ways we get away with that. Beauty, hello, it's good to see you. Is by adding some forward momentum on the sides. But I doubt that would be the right move. Maybe it would be the right move. I don't know. For the love of God, what are you trying to build? So at the beginning, I built a flying airship that actually worked really well. And now, I'm wondering if I can build a flying airship that is meant for adventuring. So like you have your crafting bench and your enchanting bench, so you can make tools as you keep adventuring, and then you have places to dump your goodies along the way. Most of the things that are in the crafting bench require the processing of wood. It also does slabs, wood, or other materials. So we have a processing station, the things that are most needed to process whilst doing that. So this is, yes, you can have an X-Wing, cutie. This will be up on YouTube later. And if you want to watch me discover how everything actually functions, I feel like watching someone else... Goddess, I'm going to refund you today. I meant to turn those off today. I'm so sorry. But yeah. So now that they added the vehicle seat to the game, and you can channel which thrusters that you use, if that makes sense, at one time. And then also if you flip upside down, it doesn't send you flying off. Like, once you sit in this thing, I think I have those, if you see, I channeled all these to B. So B is my upward momentum, and then I'll have, you can hear the way back there, the back thrusters, right? So you have 3 channels that you can use, and if you flip upside down, you don't fall off, so you're still with your vehicle. Oh, the one thing we didn't put on here was a bed. We'll need to put a bed on here. So what I did is I figured out how to do a configuration of my thrusters so that I could just use them for forward momentum at the same time as my turning. It's taking a lot of thought, for sure. But like I said, I'll have it all up on YouTube like within a day. Like the whole process of me figuring out how to balance it. I feel like there's so much value in process video, or process, like watching somebody else go through the process, because then you understand the trial and error of why some things works and why other things don't. If that makes sense. I don't know if I want a large thruster here. I don't think I do. I have this. But yeah, it'll be a day, or it might be tonight that I get it out, or it might be a whole day that I get it out. Or you can watch the VOD here, but I'm gonna put it up on YouTube so that it doesn't like eventually expire. You know what I mean? Because VODs eventually expire. Well, I mean, I always highlight it too on Twitch, but I have all of my discoveries up on YouTube about this too. Without yeah, well, I think too, like, there's always tutorials online of like, this is the best build you can make, right? But I want to know how and why it works, if that makes sense. Okay. Channel both of these, both 1 and 3. And anytime I activate a thruster, they should go off as well. The only problem is occasionally they'll completely deactivate, which should send me spinning. So I think the better choice here would be 2 small thrusters. Just imagining it flipping. I want to learn the mechanics. Mechanics? I just totally combined parrot and mechanics into the same word. That's hilarious. You don't want to be a parrot, you want to learn the mechanics. And and then I say, you want to be a mechanic. Oh my god. Air, it's good to see you. How are you? I don't think that this will work the way I intend it to. You want to be a carrot? Awesome. Enjoy your carrot life. I wonder if this will make a difference at all. The issue that I see happening eventually. Is that where I put the other ones? Was on that? No, I didn't. Doing good. I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright. So I have that one, just up one from where I think it is. Button, 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 button. Wrong button. Don't play multiple video games. You play multiple video games, you're liable to break things you don't mean to. Oh my god, flying villages! Yeah, I want to do, well, I don't think the village would work itself, per se. But oops. It took me forever to figure out the thruster thing. I felt dumb for a minute. For sure. That we could change the channels and figure out how to most effectively do stuff. I'm pretty sure the second that I take this off, the whole thing's gonna break. To be 100% honest. We're gonna go for our maiden voyage and it's just gonna all fall apart. RV type colony craft. Yeah, I just don't. What I was saying is villagers wise. I don't think we can plant a village center and have it work out. We need to put a bed on this before I forget. What bed do I feel like? This one, maybe. I didn't like leave a spot for like a balanced. Unless I put it back here. Could probably move this forward one and get away with it. Let's stick a bed back here. Try to make it symmetrical so that it's ends up being completely balanced. Because I don't want to have to figure out the thing. Did you buy any Lego building sets? The ones inside this game? No. If they came with... If the Lego sets came... Like, so say if I could buy some IRL Legos that looked like the sets. Like, if I could buy a castle and it came with a code... And, like, Fortnite got a kick back from it. If it came with a code that I could type into Fortnite and get... the in-game stuff, then I'd do it. But I just can't. I don't have the heart to spend like $20 on digital bricks. Especially like, you know, I don't know. I can't. I don't have the finances right now. If you see on the side of my screen, it says March student loans. I first and foremost pay my loans. And then everything else would come later. You feel the same way. The actual money, yeah, I don't pay actual money for D2 shaders either. Because that also, I just can't pay for a shader. I don't want to. Could probably do the large one instead and see what that looks like. Oh, that's too large. Maybe this, well, maybe not. Wait, oh my god. How perfect would it be if these actually lined up? Placing a bumper for that. Wait, what if we do like... Okay, I have a really dumb idea. Oh yeah, we'll just use a right fender and a left fender. I don't care how they look right now. Trying to make sure I use like one right, one left, because I don't know if the weight is different based on like something tiny and silly. That's too high. What about this one? Did it actually fit to, like... Still too high. But I kind of... Look. I have a bumper. That means stuff won't break. If I started these bumpers back a little farther, it would actually be the right height. I just wanted to add like a little protection over the top of this. Just in case we like smash into a mountainside. Which actually this would be enough. This in itself, just being out here, not even finished, like not even... This would actually probably prevent it, because these are one block higher than that. So that's actually fine. It can be open face like this. Of Legos or of it being in the Fortnite launcher, cutie? Oh wait, we could probably just line this up. I just had a stupid idea that I could have done the whole time. Probably just line it up like this. Okay, that does not count as a supporting piece. Noted. I do feel like it needs something in the middle, though. A whole building! Yeah! A whole building. Ooh. Alright, it's not 16 across. Whatever, we should just leave it like that for now. Looks a little silly in my mind, but I wanted to make sure that the chests are protected and the things that would be a pain in the butt to remake are protected. I think I channeled all those. Actually, I could just sit in the chair and check. Do I need to put my... Maybe I need to put my throne in the center. Maybe that'd make more sense. That would be... yeah. Oh. I think that everything in life should be tried before judged. Alright, it looks like they're all doing the thrusters in the right way. I think I want to move my throne to the center, because then I'll be able to pan better to see what thrusters are engaged. Ooh. Wait. This one has 2 hits to break? There are... What? Oh, this one's made out of flex wood. Wait, no, they're all made out of flex wood. So what's the difference? Why did that one take 2 hits? Why did vehicle base 10 take 2 hits and vehicle base 9 take 1 hit? What does vehicle base 8 hit take? This one takes 2 hits. 9 takes 1 hit. I don't understand yet. What about this one? It takes 1 hit. That one takes 2 hits. So 5 takes 2 hits. Whatever this one is. 4, 5. 4, 5, 6. 8. 4, 5, 6, 8, 10? They really... Okay, so let's see if we can see on here. We can tell what the difference is between them. If there's like any material difference. So, not 7. There's no way to tell. Is there? You know, I just don't see some way to tell the difference between which ones are going to take 2 hits and which ones are not. Huh. Interesting. Oh, this one takes 2 hits. So I'm going to use this. And then I should be able to still access the chests. And then we'll use 6 on the sides because why not? I don't know why I'm putting these here, but I feel like it needs a little yellow tape so I don't stub my toe since I'm accident prone on my eventual controlling throne of throneness. Do I put it up high too? Where's those vehicle stairs? I think those are a thing. I think I saw vehicle. There you go. Rugged vehicle stairs. Maybe that's what we do. I think we're gonna have to be up high in order to be able to, like, see properly with how big this is about to be. Ooh, the rugged vehicle stairs only take 1 hit, though. That's unfortunate. I decided to do something different. How big? Because 6 is 4 across. Right, rugged vehicle stairs, let's go. Oh, I guess I have to find slightly bigger ones. Can I walk? I can't walk. Okay, so. Ah! Tried to aim upward at the last second so I didn't end up blowing up my stuff. Right. There's room. This one I think took 2 hits. And then this one only takes 1 hit, unfortunately. Number 7. Yeah. Why? It's the perfect size, but it takes 1 hit. I don't like that it takes 1 hit. Alright, that's fine. Do it like that. So that's if these break, at least the pillar of where the car is won't break as quick, I guess. Alright, so let's put a chair down. Dude, this, I could spend the entire time doing this and it could go incredibly wrong. Or it will be the most dope thing ever, and we'll love it. I'm having trouble navigating the menus, to be honest. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. Gotta protect your head. Can I still access the chair if I do that? No, that's sad. I was hoping to have a cute little dome, okay? Don't at me. Big old one. Do a big old one and still access it. It'd be funny if I put this down and it lets me go in the chair. I was like, I highly doubt, but it would be interesting if they did. What about one of these on both sides? And not like covering up the chair or anything. Just slightly protecting thy dome. Yes, we can still sit. Our dome is slightly protected. I feel like that's a decent height to be at. We might have to be lower. Can I pan and see? Okay, from this height, yes, I can pan and see all of my thrusters. I can kind of see what's going on. That's good. Do I want any, like, front protection? Do I want to be able to, like, go... Nice. I can sit still. Oh, yeah, you get off. So cute when you get off the thing. You have to, like, jump up to get in, but when you get off, like, look, you hop out the little side thing. Isn't that cute? Doing it. I'm adding excessive decoration, and it's going to totally throw off when I actually have to, like... Oh, yes. They even have, blueprints for buggies. That makes sense. And the suspensions look like... They're not the best suspensions for going off-roading, but they work. So here's the suspensions. If you look. So you'll still make mistakes and get stuck places, but... Okay, I actually decided I don't like the full-up safety chair. I want a slight safety chair, but not a full-up safety chair. And then we'll just put like a bumper right here. Somehow. This will work. This is fine. Maybe. Unfortunate how I made this so that it won't work. Well, I saw green for a second. I don't know where the green was. Oh, there we go. Ta-da, da-da-da-da! Tiny safety bumper. Could be worse than the SUV. It's fair. Could put fenders. Like here. Can I still get into my chair awkwardly? We make the fender hang forward a bit? Or do we just like add the little light things? We add the little light things for poops and giggles. We'll see for giggles and poops. That looks so dumb. I don't like it at all. I like this. Ah. About like this. Having like a little piece of suspension in front of that, so like if it hits from this side, it's safe. I guess that works. Do the same over here. We can just put those here, and then like if I hit trees or something, there's a chance that these don't break. I mean, I could just try it without these as well. Could add little lights to all that too, I guess, just for poops and giggles. Sparrow Racing League and Lego Fortnite? No, I just want a dope ship to take around and adventure on. This is like my first time properly playing in creative too. I've done survival the entire time. But when it comes to the vehicle, I feel like it... Is there like a purge inventory button? No, there's not. Okay. But I felt like this would be hard to do in, Wait, can I... Okay, set bed assignment. Well, I could sleep there if I want to. Alright, this is looking okay. We need to add thruster for balance when we are doing our forward and backward mode things. What we could probably do, think about this. We had one there. Have to be maybe 3 across in the center. It would have to be one that goes on both, one that goes on one that goes on the other, but then it would cause an issue again. The tilt. Don't know if we take off yet, or... Oh, man. I don't know how to figure out where the tilt is going to happen. There's still not enough weight up front, I know that much. So let's add like a couple more storage chests. At the very least. My question is, if I add them under here, can I access them? Go in there. Guess that's the only spot it fits, so we'll do one there. And then we'll do one here. Yes. Oop. Not trying to eat you out. You did stuff and things? I'm glad. Congratulations. Hope you enjoyed. Was it easier than you thought the stuff and things would be? Alright, why can I not access? You'll be proud to find out. I have an idea of what it is. Let's just place the chest down and see if we can get it to work. What is it hitting? Oh, that's where it goes. Okay. It's supposed to go here. So I can access this one. I can access this one. I can access this one. Still think we're going to have a little bit of issue with the balance, because I think our back is heavier than our front still. Which means I think we're gonna stick a barbecue. Something else on here. Right? No, wait. What was I thinking of barbecue for? Our food processor. Or a slushy machine. Could you... I have a really dumb idea. Can you grow crops? Can you grow crops on an airplane? Oh my god, you could totally bring food with you. You could totally have crops. Alright. it's not that crappy of an idea. I don't think it would be too bad to have some back here. It shouldn't maybe interfere with anything. Then, if we need food on our adventure, we can have food. Alright. So down there, they'll have to put a space travel and terraforming the next update to keep you busy. Oh my gosh. Hey, look, it's an idea. The only thing is, do different crops have different weights? Because that would be complicated. Oh, I wish there was a fast way to do this. Just can't stand there being a bunch of, like, materials sitting on top of the build. Alright, we're gonna need to inventory items. Give ourselves... I would want probably like slapberry seeds. Ooh, I forgot they added ice cream into the game! That's so awesome! It's more in hot temperatures, less in cold. That's a cool mechanic. They give you more, okay, snowberry ice cream, eat to heal. Heals more in hot temperatures, less in cold. They added ice cream. They added ice cream to the game. You could build your own ice cream truck. That would be awesome. All right, I think sushi's made on the grill. All right. Smart transfer? No. I feel like that was smart. Is this slapberries? Yeah, slapberries are what I normally grow. Well, like, I think it's like the grill is what you make the sushi on in this game. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd only make 3 shakes at a time. We would need to find a spot to put the machine. I suppose could just go up front here. I don't really imagine a juicer being here is going to be a great thing for balance. But, you know, hey. We'll get the rest of our machines out, and yeah. Oh, no, we got rid of our smelter. Okay, so maybe we can put an oven on one side. Maybe this will be the same weight. I feel like this is too close to the front of the build. Weird, this one. Alright, we'll put an oven here. Can we still access these? Can, technically. We accidentally got rid of our metal smelter earlier that we had on the ship. That flame sandwich fully seared? I don't know, man. I don't know what they have for sure. I haven't made the sushi yet, but I was imagining this also being like a fishing boat. Alright, I wonder if the juicer would have similar weight to the grill. Actually. I think we'd have to do, because I want a smelter here too. Or this. This is probably too close to the front. Let's just make a coffee maker to balance it out, yeah, basically. Maybe this is what we do. Stick the grills underneath. Those fit under the stairs really easily. That's pretty much touching that. So those fit under the stairs easily. Not too much concern. Then I'm wondering if the oven and the smelter have the same weight or not. I think the problem will be that they're slightly different sizes. All right. Maybe here. And go away. Be gone. So they look in similar places. I don't know if they are in similar places. Can we still access the grill? We can technically access the grill. I think if I put this here, that'll mess it up. But we could also move our chair back by one and have room for this. We stick the juicer here. Oh, balls. Forgot that about the juicer, that it's not quite centered of a thing. It looks heavier on that side of the ship, so maybe that's even. Then we get our foundation for our chair here. I was like, let's keep it simple. Let's just put a couple things that we would need on our trip with us. And I'm like, no, I'm literally gonna bring the kitchen sink with me. It went from, let's keep it simple, to I'm bringing everything with me. I think this is what happens. It's about, wait, 2 hours, which, oh, like, me adding one more thing? Like, I'm like, wait, it just needs one more thing! What about this? What about that? What about this? Alright. Is the grill accessible in any way, shape, or form? I don't think it is. I think we lost access to the grills. What about from back here? Oh, what did I hit? Okay, cool, I hit that instead of the bottom of the ship. Alright, I'm very nervous right now. Grill is broke. Grill is broke. I wonder if a grill would weigh the same as a chest. What we could do is we can make the grills stick out a little bit. In this direction. We'd definitely be able to access them. Alright, but where? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No! we go. Now they're in like the same spot as each other. Might leave a room for a chest in the middle. Where's the chests? There they are. We have room for one more chest. Okay, so we can do that. Can we access everything from here? Open that one. You can open this one. You can use the grill. Which now means I can move these back a little farther if I want. Turn them sideways or do whatever. I can probably put the juicer wherever I want. Oh wait, we can do more with this now. Okay. Maybe. Not me putting literally everything on this. I wouldn't do that. Doesn't sound like something Missy would do. Well, you know, I figure if I'm gonna make a mobile base, I may as well make a mobile base. Alright, what was I gonna do? I needed to place just the juicer down. Did you miss me? That's it. That's the last thing I need is a juicer. Ooh, I could probably just place it dead center. That would leave room. Like, go here, work here, go there, work here, work here. Can't use in the rain. I did not think about that. This whole vehicle becomes completely unusable in the rain. I think. Yeah, that's sad. Well, that's a problem for another day. That's we're in a rainy biome, and then it's a problem for every day. You guys think that plants would die being hit by thrusters? We'll play more with the plants later. Okay. So, this has, I think, everything on it. That might be a little unbalanced. Hydrate. I can hydrate in just a moment. Okay, so that one lines up with the edge of that stairs. That one goes over that stairs. I have to push that back by 1 to achieve balance. Hydrating right now. Oh my god. I never have my phone there. I just set my teacup on top of the edge of my phone and it almost went flying. Alright, I need a few more toys. I think we could just get away with, like, be this, be that, left fender, maybe a left fender, and a right fender, and then a bumper thing, top. Still gonna hit. You're a little unbalanced too, aren't we all? We're all a little unbalanced, right? Right? Maybe I just do it like this. feel like I have so much caution tape on this build. I don't think it's the right thing to do, but it might be the right thing to do. It's so funny. It's so funny looking. I don't think any of that could technically get hit because it's got the bumpers around it. I think this is how we balance it though. I think by adding these. I get the weight balance. You know what you're shocked at? What are you shocked at? Wait, what counter? The counter has actually ticked up a few times for a change for wait, what counter? I was confused. Days since Christmas song. Oh. I can change that very, very quickly. If so desired. Because immediately that you said that, I had Christmas song stuck in my head. Alright, I can't figure this out for what I want to do. Is this high enough? Technically protect that? No, it's not. You could make some like little yellow trees out of these, it'd be cool. I think this is where we could add in some things to balance, because we can move these to the front, to the back, you know, like to the side to side. Feeling what I'm feeling? Come on. Come on. Please, please, thank you. We could like literally just change where these are. Balance the build if it ends up having different weights. I'll just stick one, what, like here. A little... little fender here. Oh, it didn't work. That's sad. I wonder if I'll still be able to go into the side areas if I put these in the way. Look, I don't think fenders are necessarily the right idea, but the thing is they take 2 hits rather than 1 hit, and I kind of like that. Ooh, and sometimes why? Alright, maybe we want to do this. Oh, hey, they take 3 hits. Very nice. 3 hits, even better. Oh, I keep accidentally bumping the wheel. And then, yeah, just a little slide. Alright, so that should be... Is everything still... Okay, that's openable. That's juiceable. That's ovenable. That's metalable. couple grills because otherwise I didn't know how to balance it. Everything else is centered. Don't really think we're missing anything other than like this and the spinning wheels and the stone breakers. Stone breaker's just huge. You can have lower wheels to properly land. No, my goal is to achieve balance. Tim, did you see my last one? Or like the first, it'll be up on YouTube later. But it just kind of hovered constantly, like it was equilibrium. So it would be like just barely above the ground. It would be, I mean, like we could make it so that we could put an axle. We could put an axle. When he, I didn't, look, it wasn't the crash into the tree. It was me hitting the base. I hit the base with my pickaxe and it blew up the whole thing. So this time, at least for when I work on the bottom thrusters, I added something that takes a couple hits of durability. So I don't just break it. I think that's overly everything you could need. What we're missing is balancing thrusters on the bottom and balloons. I think you could probably get away with a giant balloon on this one. Because it probably needs it. Problem is, where? Did we even put one? Did I leave any center places open? Have to be towards the middle too. Could go like here. Can I still operate everything if I do that? I can. I think this is where it gets dangerous. Too nervous. Oh. Please fly away. Don't tell me that that's equilibrium. Don't tell me that that one thing is perfect. Because that would be nutty. I highly doubt that that's actually true. I'm pretty sure as soon as I add a piece of flooring, it's going to be untrue. I'm just saying, I'm an absolute genius. That's all it takes. I don't have the rest of the thrusters, so I guess the best way to test it would be to sit here and tap B. Are these all set to be? They are. Does it just require more thrust? What about a burn? Why is it not moving? Is it because it's an invalid vehicle or something? I am confused. Maybe more balloons? Maybe it needs to be weightless before it'll move. Did I see a tiny bit of movement? No. Well, the more you know. I made a cool thing and then it didn't work. Dead center of the chest. It hasn't taken off yet. Why did that one go through the wall and the other one didn't? I'm scared that all of a sudden it's just gonna like take off into outer space and just launch itself. we'll do dead center of the chest again. That seems like an easy way to tell where it is. It's not attached to something still, is it? We're gonna pop all these balloons and log out, log in if it still doesn't go in a second. I feel like this is enough balloons to, like, fly a dinosaur. I don't see it attached to the ground by anything. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pop most of these. We're gonna relog. Because I just don't want to, like, find out that maybe that one thing didn't break. Or it might be that there's, like, too many items on the ground. I don't know what the logic behind that is. It could still just be too heavy. We could have just made way too heavy of an airship. Alright. So we'll try relogging. It looks like the thing is gone. Officially gone. Wonder if I reattach it and then drop it, if it will... Where's that vehicle lift thing? There it is. You made a brake sound that time. I just don't understand how it could. Oh, the other thing. Did I just see these shift but not those shift? Do I need to put another thruster on the front half? Do we need to just have thrusters on all sections to count? I still use this? Yeah, I can. But I won't be able to in a second. We'll stick these here for now. What it might be is it might be that it requires thrust on every platform or something like that. That might be like a rule, which means we probably should have started doing some more physics experiments with less things to begin with, but you know, hey, live and learn. Where is the... Here we go. I think these are automatically keyed to... Oh, there are 3. Let's just put them to 2 for a second. So I guess we just spam balloons and see if it'll ever fly. It was a cool idea while it lasted. I don't even know if this thing can take off at this point. We're about to cover every surface with a balloon and see if it does move. I feel like it's got an invisible block tying it to the ground or something like that. Another object is in the way. Oh, these balloons just take up a lot of space, that's all. Okay. Straight bake it and try building all again? I'll probably just leave it right here and then build something with more physics. Weighs too much? You can actually, there is a max weight for, can you just balloon it to death, into life? Or nah? My idea is that it weighs too much, but can you balloon a heavy thing into working? So I should have stuck with my simple design earlier. That's what we learned today. So let's start eliminating things that aren't necessarily 100% needed. See if we ever start floating. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Maybe I just built it in like a glitchy spot. Who knows? I don't. I truly think that there's not much more weight we can cut. Oh, what did you do? I didn't mean to get rid of that. Help! I need somebody help! Not just anybody help! I feel like it's connected to the ground somehow. Like, I truly feel that for some reason it's like registering as connected to the ground. Right, these were keyed to be. I was really hoping to end today with a working vehicle. Hey, I mean, beggars can't be choosers in life. Alright, time to cut some weight. If I cut weight, I mean, goodbye, entire section of my build. Look, game. There's really not that much left of this. Maybe the plants make it too grounded. Maybe it was never meant to be a multi-platform thing. Maybe that's all it is. It could be all it is. Maybe it's just not meant to be multi. I don't know the build physics of this game yet, so. This is painful to watch? Yes. All of everything I did today is now getting destroyed because of not understanding the physics of airship mobility in this game. Our next fundraiser, unless otherwise required for something else, should be the St. Jude one in May. That was probably fine where it was. And then we'll have bonus cookies again. I truly feel like this is tied to the ground somehow. Like, I don't feel like it's that heavy anymore. Alright. I don't think that that is too ridiculous of an ask for... We never did add left and right thrusters. That's funny. I forgot about that. We can do that right now. I forgot. Then we'll just... don't think we have to... like, that is a lot of balloons for just... crafting table and 2 benches. Do we just get rid of the crafting table? Alright, in my humble opinion, this should now work. This is not too much of an ask. So I'm wondering if the only difference is that there's multi-platforms, or if for some reason it's registering as stuck to the ground. I think it's truly just registering as stuck to the ground. And I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard I try. Keep that in mind. I designed this car to go vroom vroom beep beep whoosh. All I know. That was very entertaining because apparently I still had something keyed. That's hilarious. Daytime. Apparently that's still counting as part of my vehicle over there. Truly don't think that that's too much of an ask. There's like nothing left on here. It's got 2 chests and a bed. But what it might be is it might just be that you can only have the one vehicle, or like a one distance vehicle or something like that. So let's make one as fast as humanly possible out of just 1 or maybe 2. We'll find out. Let's try 2. Let's see if a 2 vehicle base is allowed. I would assume it would be, but maybe it's not. Maybe that's just all it is. So let's go as simple as we can. Some large wheels on here. We've done a 1 vehicle, or one platform one. The 1 platform one worked gloriously until I destroyed it. Accidentally. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Did we do a T last time? Do you guys ever remember? It was a T-shaped thing. I think it was like a T or a circle or something like that. We're gonna just make a big circle and then this is as low as it would allow. Oh, maybe this over the tires? Oh, weird. I didn't mean to do that. Right. There. And there. Not there. Then why does it look a little bit lower than the other one? It's so weird. Oh, is it literally just the side of the box that it's on? That's funny. I wonder if they'll screw stuff up in a bit. Right. So, this will be B. This will be... that can stay. This will be this channel. This will be this channel. Right, that covers forward thrust. Then we need bottom. Which will stick 4 corners. I did that middle thruster wrong on the back. I need to reprogram the middle thruster. That one needs to be channeled to both the other buttons.
We've woken
Hi,
the
new
hive.
mouse! League of Generally Awesome People. Look forward to seeing you around. This needs to be both. And then we need a left and a right push, which I feel like could possibly be like right here. How fast can I make a new vehicle? Huh? Then we'll need a balancing little booster underneath. I think we'll need like 2 smalls. About here. It's not centered. I think that's centered. Maybe that is. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Those need to go off. On either thruster. Assume. Is he doing rocket science on stream? I'm now doing very basic rocket science, and now I just want to know if... Just need to know if this... If you can have a 2-platform... If you can have a 2-platform... a multi-platform of any variety airplane and have it work. Alright. I need a key left and right. That's right. And then do a little test burn. Oh, those are wrong. Right, so some of those on the bottom are not supposed to be going off. These should be only on channel B. Or 2B. Or not 2B. Otherwise we're gonna go flying. think we'll need one more balancing burner back here. Probably about here. That is on those. Right. At least it fell to the ground this time. That makes me a little bit more hopeful. Alright, we've got lift. Right. You can't have a multi-platform thing. I want a bed. I want some chests. And I would like a workbench. And essence table. In essence, this is the things I want. Use essence, use crafting. Okay, now let's balloon the crud out of this. Can we just put a big balloon on it and not fly off into outer space? It's the center. That's gonna be a viewing hazard. Bye, cruel world. Front heavy. Right. Keep going with the balloons. Alright, so that is equilibrium. So I'll just put one in the somewhat center. I just don't want to be able to see it like that. Okay, do I have a spot I can stick it? If I put it a little farther back, it worked. That is a little too much. Too much balloon. Do not want, well, is it? Could add something else. Are we? Oh, we're there. Nope, we're still going up slowly. Okay. All right, essence table. Other thing. Well, let's just try balancing it and flying it. This might be the play, though. It might be that we have to build a basic airship and then add all of the, accoutrements. And then that's just, like, the way to do it. I think I'm okay with this in general. It's like a it lands lightly kind of thing. Right. Up. My airship. Forward, my airship. We are tilting a little bit. Let us turn. Let us try the other way. And let us go forward. A little but too much back thrust. What we're gonna need to do is, looks like it's working. It is working. We have to somehow, without breaking the ship itself, This time. Oh, and it lands! Whoa! It actually usably lands. Let's get this backside floating. You can work on it a little bit. And what we're gonna do is hopefully not break everything this time. And I'm gonna add this to the bottom. Yeah, so it's gonna make it heavy. Oh. Oh, okay. That makes it so that I can spend more time balancing without accidentally hitting the, thing. Oh no! Don't fly away! Don't fly away! Please don't fly away! I'm not that fast at navigating the menus, don't leave me! This one needs to move forward. I think. Backwards. Can't remember which one I need to move. And what are these keyed to? Both. Messed with everything? Did you have fun? Oh, I have to take off those, and go. Alright, so we have a little bit too much, back. Back thrust, we need more forward. Well, wait, we don't, because we have too many balloons. That's what it was. We had the balloons just so we could work on it. We can get rid of the balloons and it should work out. Alright, does it work now? Alright, up. And forward. It looks like we still need a little bit more to the front. But overall, this is fairly sound. Alright, we're gonna land it in a tree and see what happens. It just falls gracefully to the ground. Nice, and it lands beautifully. Well, now I'll be curious if we can do a 4 wide build, and how heavy can we make it before it stops working? Are you centered? Otherwise, we're gonna have a bad day if you're not centered. This has the basic things that I wanted on it originally. Alright, we're gonna take off, we're gonna turn. And we are going to full burst. Still has a little bit too much back thrust. But overall, pretty flippin' steady ship. We are going to go visit our old ship. So I'm going to click this button. See that flag on the map? I'm not quite sure where it is. Here it is, right there. I forgot which button to press. There's our old ship. As my butt is in the air. This should even us out though if I hit this. Now we're going to go visit our home. Or that, whatever that was. There was a thing over there. Wrong one. This is fairly steady after all that failure. After all that failure, this is actually pretty good. I burned my engines at different times. Our goal is to get it to not. Oh no! Alright, well, we just lost directional control. Oh, we're about to lose the other directional control. I tried to cancel it. We have lost directional control. We can turn one. Actually, we haven't lost directional control. We can turn one way. It's just gonna take longer because you have to do like a full circle to go where you want to go. Yeah, a full circle. Oh no! Look, I can still control the old rocket and turn it on. And turn it on. Oh, it's dead now. Oh, we can still go. Where was our goal? That way. We can still do that. Oh, have we lost all rear thrusters too? Oh, we have. Alright, so we have some durability issues. Why can't I cancel my thrusters? Oh, there we go. We have some durability issues, but other than that, that was extremely flyable, and I'm pretty satisfied with that. We'll slowly drift to the car, or to the ground, but I need to find some way to put the thrusters maybe more inward on the ship and protect them so that they don't break. But we can fly a crafting table, a crafting table, an essence bench, 2 chests, and a bed. So that worked. I know our other one didn't work. This works pretty well. It looks like we still have some, Oh, you know why we have forward momentum is because right now the front side of our ship is heavier than the back side of our ship. So every time we do a burn, we just slowly drift that general direction, which is funny, because, it's getting more back thrust. We still have control! It still works! We can still get there! And if you've been joining us from YouTube, thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to join the conversation live, please stop by the channel at twitch.tv/MissYouPhonium. I know that this was a creative mode. We've always done survival, but since they came out with a new vehicle update, I really just wanted to check out and see what we could do. I think we made good progress on learning vehicle physics for sure, because I did not know any vehicle physics. And we're just gonna drift down to the ground.